What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, we're going to talk about the future game show. Now, I've been a promoter of this, or not even, I wouldn't even say I've promoted, I would say I've talked about potential for this show, and let me tell you right now, it was not good enough, and I'm actually still currently watching it as I'm literally recording this, but I felt, after an hour and 10 minutes, I'm at the part where they're doing Life is Strange, okay? So maybe things will get better from here. I highly doubt it. Here's the deal. I just don't think this show is very good. I think it's another tale of what wasn't shown. Now, I get that that's very subjective, and people will always say, you get your expectations too high. Well, let me just say, going into this show, I had next to zero expectations. You guys would know this from watching the videos. I had thought, okay, could that game be there? I pretty much entered today and entered this show not even close to assuming, but hoping that at least we would get Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. Now, technically, I'm recording this at the Life is Strange part. Star Wars could still happen. I don't know how many games are left, but I got to get this video up, so we're gonna pretend like it doesn't happen. But that. And then a Sonic game. Now, I just don't think a Sonic game makes much sense in a... Well, you know what? I won't talk too much about that because you never know for that one either. But those were the two things I was expecting. You could go down the Warner Bros route. Obviously, that was Back for Blood. In fact, I kind of predicted or assumed to be Back for Blood. What upsets me about this show, which, by the way, before I get too far into it, if you guys do like this stuff, I do try to cover all of these shows, no matter how big or small they are. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed. Make sure you guys have the bell icon turned on. If you want to follow me over on Twitter, would really appreciate if you guys do that. We're so close to 2,000 followers. We're under 20 people away. Podcast Now 15 is my Twitter handle. The link for that's in the description below if you guys want to check it out. The thing that upset me with this show isn't even that they showed a lot of smaller games, because as I've said leading into the show, that's what they did last year. That's what I fully had expected this year. Remember, they said 40 games. I said like 35 to 37 of them would be small. They'd be very, very small things. So I was expecting and just ready for them to be very, very small games. But the thing that kind of made me upset is, well, some of the games just flat out don't hit for me, okay? And that's subjective. Not every game is fully going to hit for me. That's completely okay. There actually were some of the games that they showed that were pretty okay. I didn't really mind, some of those games. But some of the games that they did show, so like again, I'm watching Life is Strange. Like it looks, and I have volume off. Looks like they're talking about Steph, and looks like they're doing Life is Strange remastered. So like some of it is additional stuff, but that's what made me mad for like Back for Blood, which was one of the bigger things that they showed at this show. It was literally the alpha. They showed I played. In fact, if you go on my channel, there's videos of me playing that alpha. I did a review and I played the entire, I played that level. So, and they explained the card system, but, I guess not everybody played the alpha, and I understand that, but still, like, it wasn't new whatsoever. They showed the alpha, and the Golem, what they showed at the beginning of the show at least, was not very impressive, at least to me, not at all. So, the bigger things that they did show are kind of, and even, I'd even argue Returnal, which you guys may know, I'm massively into Returnal. I'm very, very much looking forward to it. The Housemarque PS5 exclusive. I cannot wait. But again, we saw most of it. I mean, yeah, it's cool to see it again. In a game like that, you could probably see the same things and probably forget that you've already seen it. You know what I mean? So, but even with that, it's like that's just the close to the same thing that we already saw. And again, Back for Blood, that one, like that literally was the alpha. So, I can go on forever, but the general idea is this was not a good show whatsoever. I'm watching as the dislikes didn't start on the live stream early, but they sure start to stack up as the show has gone on. So I'm seeing the dislikes, in the comments, the live chat. All I've been seeing is Lego Star Wars, Lego Star Wars, Lego Star Wars. So I really feel bad for all those people. I mean, I made a video about Lego Star Wars. I, again, had hoped it would be here. I think it would have still been a pretty reasonable game to appear here, right? And yet we're kind of left with nothing. So it's tough because I haven't criticized things like Gamescom, things like the Game Awards. I haven't criticized them nearly as much as other people. In fact, I've been generally positive, and my main thing has always been they're going to show games that we're not all into, right? There's going to be games that work for some people and don't work for other people. And I think to an extent, this did the same thing. There's definitely games here that like I'm interested in, but I mean, flat out, honestly, most, if not all, of these games, like going in, if I was already going to get a game like Returnal or Back 4 Blood, that didn't change. And I don't think any of the games that I saw, no matter how cool or interesting, and even though there were smaller games, I don't really think any of them actually sold me on them in this presentation. And that's kind of also what I look for in these shows. It's like, well, you know, if you're going to go into it and there is going to be a game that's smaller that surprises you, will it sell you on that game? And sometimes it does. Sometimes it does for me. And as of right now, none of these games I think I'd actually drop money for. So even me, someone who does, you know, I guess who doesn't criticize these games as much as everybody else, I can say I was pretty let down with the overall quality of the stuff. I don't really think any of this stuff is mind-blowing, and I would go so far to say that this kind of wasted quite a bit of my time today. That's okay. You know, we'll all move on from there. But let me know, guys, in the comments below, what do you think? Were you excited for this? Did you expect more than than you got? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys have the bell icon turned on. Again, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, Podcast Now 15 is my Twitter handle. Would love to have you guys over there. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you all on the next video.